Battle between three world-known coffee brands came into fruition during the Industrial Revolution. Marketing strategies made the entities viable in popular culture. McDonald's, Starbucks, and Dunkin Brand maintained a competitive advantage in the domestic coffee market. Corporations popularized their logos by turning their generic terms into global trademarks. Starbucks and McDonald's stakeholders were aware of their popular services when the entities only operated in the western portion of the United States. Customers chose popular items sold by the corporations because the entities differentiated their products from common goods. McDonald's and Starbucks emerged in the same markets but dominated different regions. McDonald's provided innovative services, whereas Starbucks innovated product. Popularity was a catalyst of economic expansion. Stakeholders of the two brands expanded services after identifying low barriers to entering new markets. Product placement enhanced marketability and increased the entities' market shares. In 2017, Berman described the significance of McDonald's brand awareness. Dunkin' has suffered because it's concentrated in the Northeast, whereas 55% of the stores are located compared to other companies, which have 20% concentration in the region. The Dunkin' brand is a direct market rival and competitive threat in the New England region. Dunkin' shares the market despite Starbucks and McDonald's popularity. Historical information is proof of market volatility. Data synthesis was necessary to study trends. The data compiled for the analysis was information about Starbucks, McDonald's, and the Dunkin' brand. Information sourced and compiled to identify volatility represented events within a 9-year time period. Trends and events between 2014 and 2015 represented activities within the research period. Despite the decrease in 2014 and slow return in 2015, the Dunkin' brand had the least volatility among the three companies. In 2014, Breitbart stated the company's emergence resulted from consumer demand and brand awareness. The Dunkin' brand shares coffee markets in 37 of the 50 states. Starbucks is a more popular brand compared to the Dunkin' brand. Additionally, McDonald's is more recognizable compared to Starbucks and the Dunkin' brand. Between 2014 and 2015, and currently, Starbucks earns more than Dunkin' brand and retains more capital assets. Data provided by Microtrends in 2020 highlighted the recurring financial growth of Starbucks. The entity was the highest grossing corporation among the three companies. Starbucks earned the most annual revenue. Descriptive statistics about the three entities during the 9-year time frame illustrated Dunkin's popularity. Additional data provided by Microtrends showed Dunkin' was more financially stable compared to McDonald's and Starbucks. McDonald's trends shows the entity was the most volatile, gained the least revenue, and profited the least 2 of the 9 years, according to Microtrends. Starbucks was resilient in 2015. The corporation's position over McDonald's was due to resiliency during the economic challenges. Corporations lost revenue in 2014 due to the mini recession. Branding is an essential marketing tool. In 2020, Starbucks received notoriety for popular items, including various iced coffees and other brands. Brand awareness is equally important in context of marketability. People can argue corporate branding is an example of greenwashing. However, people can view organizational behaviors to develop understanding. Evidence is essential to prove organizational behaviors are beneficial or detrimental. Starbucks provided evidence the public can view to understand the stakeholders' intent. Starbucks intended to create opportunities to diversify product. Someone can make a case and use evidence to prove Starbucks sourced coffee resources ethically. Conservation International is a third-party vendor partnered with Starbucks and agricultural communities. The third-party vendor sources coffees using specific techniques to preserve environmental quality, tradition, and culture. Conservation International sources specific resources for Starbucks to produce specific coffee. For example, the third-party vendor partners with agricultural communities in Costa Rica, Mexico, and El Salvador. The business partnership is a revenue source for residents in the agricultural communities. Starbucks directly supports communities by committing to buy products produced through sustainable farming.